married, and like, you know, next thing you know, her husband's fucking coming after me.
I hear you.
Like, I ain't doing that. Bitch keeps gonna be all bitchy, like, oh, you guys, blah blah blah. Like Eric started putting like shit on my fucking page, like about like, oh blah blah blah, you run red lights. I was about to put on the page like, and like, yeah, you spent 4 years in college, and now look at you. You've been how many years out of college now, and what have you done with your degree? At least James is like trying to find it. You know, I can say you're trying to find a job. Here to him, he's like, I don't know. It's like, it seems like he's gone into like this like super depression mode kind of. I'm going out to eat with him tonight.
Where are you guys going?
I'm probably gonna go to Coney Island, Lafayette. I know Keith doesn't want to.
Nah.
I think it's all right. I don't think there's. I saw watching the news last night, and I saw the Lafayette. Oh my, holy shit! They're really going hardcore on that.
Yeah, they are. It's gonna be a fast teardown.
I thought they were gonna implode it or something from the way they were kind of saying.
No, I think they learned their lesson after Hudson. Don't implode anything.
What they need to do is knock a lot of the other buildings that are downtown. Like the one that, you know, remember that little one I remember the one that was right next to the what do you call it? Oh, Broadway Town. They knocked that down, remember? After it kind of caved in.
Oh yeah, it collapsed.
It collapsed, and then it's like then finally, I guess whoever it was went in there, and I think the city might have owned it. What the city needs to do is just go in there, knock all these buildings. What they should do is, you know what they should do? Knock these buildings down and turn them into like little parks. Like a little like area of grass, little benches, you know.
Yeah.
So like a green city, put like trees. Like, that's all you gotta do. I mean, you've got so many buildings there, like they're not in use. Like there's a one on the corner where, what's that is? What's the place up at 75 that we went for the art shit?
Russell.
Russell Industrial. They're putting a place over there in that corner. It's right by Gratiot and Woodward.
I don't remember.
It's like where Gratiot like ends. Woodward. Remember it said like coming soon marketplace, like, and they're supposed to have individual stores.
Okay, yeah.
I don't think that's gonna go over well. I mean, it's nice to see that they want to do something. But it's like, you know what? Like, it's not a great city for a family and all. It's like you need to improve the infrastructure. The thing is, this is what they should do. They should knock down. They should like you said, tear down all those other little buildings and stuff. You know, do something with the land. You know, turn it into like a little park area or something where you can sit down. You know.
Yeah.
Or just make it an empty lot. You know, like an alleyway or something. Like make it part of the alleyway.
There's a ton of empty lots down in Detroit already.
What?
There's a ton of empty lots in Detroit already.
I know. And it's like, what are you going to do with it? Like, no one wants to do anything down there. None of these really big businesses. And it's funny, I worked with this one guy. You know, this one guy, he was a black guy. And we're talking about Detroit, and I said, you know, and he's like, oh, well, all these businesses are saying that, and I'm like, what businesses? He's like, all these businesses are lined up to come here, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, you know, he wasn't like a dick or anything about me. You know, he's like, hey, you're gonna have your argument, I'm gonna have mine. You know.
Yeah.
Which was cool. That's, you know, I liked about it. And some people are like, are from like in Detroit will be different. They'll be like, oh, you're living in the suburban areas. You know, kind of like that. It's funny that one girl. It's so ironic. She lives in Chesterfield, but then she's gonna turn around and say the people are ignorant. And she's being ignorant too, and she's like, it's like, did you ever really like look at my profile or like? She probably like all she does is probably stay in her nice little cushy college area. It doesn't, you know, and barely ventures barely around the city without her friends. And I've gone around the city by myself, you know.
Yeah, not many people do.
I mean, Keith has done it more than all of us. Didn't Keith at one time like live with like a homeless guy, like live with the homeless people for a while or something like that?
I don't know. I think he might have been talking about doing it.
I think he did it before. He did a little stint like that. That's the thing.
More power to him.
Yeah. Let's hope we own the lotto, man. We can start our adventure and go out to other states.
What would you do if you had the lotto?
I wouldn't even show up. Maybe I would show up for work in my pajamas and be like, hey, what's going on? Bring like a 6-pack of blood with me to work. Put it on my desk, be like, I am or bring like a cooler full of beers. Be like, what's in there? I'm like, oh, that's probably my lunch. Or I should just like take like a bottle, 2-liter bottle, and just mix it with like vodka or something like that, so they don't know. And then we start sitting there getting all tipsy, and be like, John, what's the matter? I'm like, and then they smell my breath. I layered up. Like, I got like a thermal on, a t-shirt, and this on. I'm starting to think.
Yeah, I should have thrown on another t-shirt. I just got a sweatshirt, long johns on.
I told the kid about going to the Packers tomorrow. That's probably pretty interesting with all the snow that came down before it melted.